Pull about the wires. They will mess up stream and they will crucify you. You will be Jesus. Jesus. No, Jesus. So how are you doing today? Welcome to the interview with a Red Sox fan. Welcome with our Red Sox fan. Please introduce yourself.
I'm not a real Red Sox fan.
All right. So anyway, with our absolute not real Red Sox fan, how are you doing today? How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Chief. Week was a bit long. Yesterday was a bit tough, but I lived. I'm here tonight, and that's all that really matters.
Thursdays can be a real rough day. My little cousin once almost got killed on Thursday because he decided to skateboard on the highway.
That's kind of crazy. But that's just how Thursdays are. That's just how Thursdays go. They're relentless.
He lived, so I owed him $20. But like, who am I to say anything? All right. Anyways. Now we have a real question right now. What do you think about those gigantic red Pac-Man boots that have been floating around? Would you wear those?
Honestly, I think they're more Astro Boy boots. But if I was paid to wear them, I'd wear them. If they made them in my size, I'd try them on for 5 seconds, feel absolute shame, and then attempt to take them off because apparently you can't get those things off.
You're Astro Boy forever, as they say. Speaking of Astro Boy, there has been a trailer for a anime adaptation of the manga Pluto. Do you know anything about that?
Yes, I do. I am a big Osamu Tezuka fan. I was just in the middle of reading Dororo before coming here. I'm looking forward to it. Mappa's Dororo adaptation was pretty good, so I'm feeling pretty good.
What character are you looking forward to from the Pluto class to really see on the big screen? Now, mind you, I'm only around halfway done with the series, so be a little bit spoiler mindful, if you will.
I actually haven't read Pluto yet. My manga backlog is absolutely ginormous, but I'm trucking through there. Mind you, I have read a bit of Astro Boy. I've also read Unico, so I can reasonably say I'm a Tezuka fan, but at the same time, I don't know. I guess I just haven't found the time. But I've got a long weekend coming up. President's Day's about to happen, and you've given me some ideas. Maybe I'll catch up.
Personally, I really like reading Pluto, especially because like it's on an official enough website. It's on Blogspot for free. So it's not on like some sketchy ad that gives you sketchy place that gives you like all the weirdo ads. They have to explain to your roommates beforehand, unless they're already like manga readers or like anime pirators, and they're like, yeah, yeah, But approaching President's Weekend. Do you have any big plans besides the aforementioned reading of Pluto?
I have to finish some AI homework. I'm going to be honest with you. Professor said it was supposedly due Sunday night. Online it says it's due Monday night, so I don't know who to believe realistically, but at the same time, I'm not feeling concerned. I'm looking forward to relaxing, because then the week after, I have 2 exams, a quiz, and then spring break happens, but I'm not thinking that far yet, Joe. I'm not thinking that far.
We never think that far. Now, you mentioned that you have AI homework, right?
Yes.
How does it feel that you're contributing to the fall of humanity, especially with the new satellite communication system, Skynet? That's what it's called, Skynet, going into action within around 2 months.
I would say I'm a bit of an accelerationist myself. If global warming means that I get to wear shorts more times all year round, then honestly, I'm all for it.
All right, good to hear. Now, would you side with or against the Terminator? Anyway, next question. Recent reports have told about Big Tobacco finding roadkill in the street and throwing them at passing by toddlers during soccer practice. What do you think about this, and how can Mr. B stop him?
Honestly, I think it's just going to go unnoticed. I think it's just going to go completely unnoticed. But at the same time, you never know. Big Tobacco might not be able to cover his tracks properly. And in that case, I just think he's absolutely fucked.
Now I have to agree with the current events unfolding on screen right now. there is quite a large lead for Mr. B on Big Tobacco in solving this case. However, Big Tobacco has been covering up his tracks after the fact pretty nicely, as one would say. What do you think about his play with the turtle carcass?
I just think it's kind of unfair. I mean, the lizard carcass was one thing. I think I saw that as sort of a warning sign. Oh, there we go. It's back in play. But at the same time, I don't know. I think the turtle's surprisingly the more tame of Big Tobacco's options.
But as you can see here, we now have the large T-Rex skeleton he stole from the Natural History Museum. Mr. B was also tracking that down on his detective work case, and now it's here in the forefront, and Mr. B is quite a precarious situation right now. What do you think about that?
I just think it's almost over. I think it's almost over. Something's about to happen. Something will happen. I don't know who's going to prevail. I just know something's about to happen. I can feel it in the air. I don't know. It might be the smell of those bones. All I'm saying.
Well, as they say in a lot of detective work, for both sides, it's around a 3-strike game, and Big Tobacco seems to be on strike 2 right now, struggling, while Mr. B is still fighting on strike 1. So, enough about that. This doesn't matter. What does matter is where they're going to have a nice picnic for their family reunion. Big Tobacco and Mr. B. Where do you think they're going to have their nice family reunion?
Centennial Common. All I'm saying. I mean, where else would you take your family? I mean, it is quite literally the only green space that isn't constantly patrolled by NUPD.
Well, Centennial...
Okay.
You're right.
You do have to understand. You just can't take your family to the fens like that. While Centennial Common might not have geese, the fens do. That's a very strong argument. You don't want those geese eating up that potato salad you spent 3 days making.
I would like to say that the geese are an issue more so that they don't eat your potato salad, but they more or less shit in every good picnicking spot available. What do you think we can do to circumvent the geese shit issue?
Starve the geese. If they can't eat, they can't shit.
Now, as some would say, geese are kind of the symbol of Boston, so I'm not sure enough about the solution, because geese, they eat mediocre food, they shit everywhere, and sometimes they're extremely cranky. So, some residents have complained about the geese as a representation of Boston itself. What animal would you propose in its place?
What animal would I propose in its place? Honestly, compared to all of the surrounding areas of Greater Boston, I'd say the rabbit. I have seen more rabbits here on campus than anywhere in the Greater Boston area. And I think that's realistically just because they don't have any predators, and they're allowed to just do whatever they want. They're kind of chill. They're just kind of out of the way. So, I propose the rabbit.
Would you say that the traits you listed about the rabbit are representative as Boston, as there's no real rival city anywhere else in New England for them to really compete with, so they can kind of just chill underneath the radar?
I mean, realistically, if the rabbits try and go anywhere else, they've got coyotes everywhere else. They have large birds everywhere else. The rabbits just don't stand a chance.
What's the debate?
Here we have a surprise guest. This is now a dual interview with a not Red Sox fan and a Rangers fan.
Yeah.
What does the Ranger fan have to say about the rabbit potentially being the sponsor animal for the city of Boston?
Rabbit? Is that actually the sponsored animal?
We are discussing the future of things here. So what would you feel if the rabbit was the future of animal representation for the city of Boston?
I think it's kind of dumb and lame.
How can it not be that?
Yeah, actually, that's such a... Yeah, turkey... Nick thinking having a great option with the turkey right there. The turkey, I think, fits way more.
Now, can we hear a real Bostonian, not Red Sox fan opinion on the potential of a turkey as the bird of Boston?
You don't see turkeys in Boston. You see turkeys everywhere else.
I literally saw a turkey straight up on top of a building in Boston last semester.
Okay.
Your point?
It's out of place. It's out of place. It's lost. It's not where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, just like your take right now is lost.
Whoa. I prefer to keep any duo interview between guests very cordial, if you will. This is a broadcast for children. We did not bring your New York language here.
This is a Christian Smash tournament. This is a Christian Smash tournament. The only tournament that's more Christian are Utah Weeklies.
We do not promote any religion here, and if we did, it would be Rastafarianism. I would like to point that out.
Ramen, brother.
The Mormon tournaments in Utah go crazy.
Now.
Swearing is actually banned. Swearing is banned in Utah Weeklies. Is Jobin from Utah?
Now, this raises an interesting question. If there was a Mormon turkey versus a Catholic turkey in a fight, who would win to the death? Here we have the Boston's opinion.
Okay. The Catholic turkey is more drunk, therefore the Catholic turkey would always win.